Alright, we're on the fourth and final card for the September kit. And I created this one for a challenge from Song of My Heart Stampers group that Lissa posted after her meeting the other day. And I just ended up using it for one of the paper pumpkin cards. So I will get started with this. It's pretty easy. I kind of started this background before so you didn't have to watch me put all the dots on, but if you have the roll of glue dots, it's highly recommended to use the roll of glue dots. But if you only have like the kind that come from the paper pumpkin, that works too. You're just gonna have to pick all the caps off, the tops off, the coatings off, whatever, off of the little glue dots. But go ahead and stick a bunch of glue dots all over your white piece, randomly, wherever you want them. And then get all the little caps off. Oops, I rolled that one. Try not to roll them. Okay, then when that is done, we're going to use this lovely gold stuff again. So just gonna spread it all over on the dots. See if we can leave most of it in the container. Slightest little, see, like that, when I set the card down. I need a bigger container, don't I? As soon as I drop the card down in there, it spews all over me. But, oops, I'm missing one there. So then when you got all your dots covered, you just kind of move the sponge around on top of them, and it'll break all that off. And I'll kind of flick it to get the excess off. Let's see how much is going out into the atmosphere, onto the desk, into the... I might have to dump that before the girls get here and put some new pieces in it. See if I can get this gold off the desk real quick. I fear it's going to be everywhere for a really long time, but that's all right. Gold flakes are okay to have on everything, right? So once you get your background done, you'll have your card kit pieces that you can stick it on. Some of you are going to already get this part done in your little kit. Again, I just didn't know how many people bought the gold flake stuff, so I did a couple of them ahead. We've got an 8.5 by 5.5 base in black. Go ahead and fold that in half. I've got Poppy Parade in 5.25 by 4. Go ahead and glue that on. Like so. And then glue on your flakes here that are 5 by 3 3/4. Sorry. Oh, sounded like that quit working. Glue that onto the front. I'm going to push from this side versus rubbing over all that gold stuff again. It's kind of stuck. I think I got a couple that could use a little more gold on them, but I'm going to leave them. So then we're going to go ahead and, oh, I'll show you this too, because I started this ahead of time. You're going to have two pieces of white. Now, you may get one that's the small one's already got the gold dots on it. Otherwise, your small one is for the dots. Your bigger one is for the inside. Then we're going to take the leaves from the kit, just a couple, and we're going to stamp in Soft Succulent the veins. I'm going to put the veins on the big one, if I can find them. Like so. And then we're going to stamp the smaller ones onto our cardstock colors. So we've got some Poppy Parade. We're going to use this small one. So where's my Poppy Parade? I am going to bring in my paper again. I'll bring in this extra sheet, and I'm going to stamp off. Oops. Must have got a bubble. Do you ever see that when you're... My stamp's not inking up. There we go. We're going to stamp off. We're going to stamp onto the Poppy Parade. And then we're going to put the veins in there. We're going to close that up. Quick wash it off. Probably should have started with our lightest color first. That would have been the best idea in case our stamp wasn't clean, but we're good. So now we're going to make one in Pale Papaya. Like so. We're going to do the same thing in Pumpkin Pie. And I just randomly picked some kind of fallish colors to do this with. I'm going to stamp that one off. Looked a little bit dark. We'll put the veins on. And then that should do it for our leaves. And now you want to go ahead and cut all of those out. Alright, once your leaves are cut out, you are ready to glue them on. I just kind of glued them all flat. I believe, I think quit working. It's a brand new one too, and it quit. Give out on me. So we're just going to, I used one of the finger thingies off from, I'm calling them fingers, but one of the pieces off of the little red polka dotty kit, and I cut it out with my die, but you can cut it straight on your trimmer. That works too. I just happened to see that the die fit on there, so I'm just gonna kind of measure along there where I'm gonna put stuff. Like so, and then it's just in you know, eyeballing. I'm just put some glue on the back. Try not to cover up all my dots. You could pop up any that you want as well. You don't have to leave them flat. I'm going to put one more on over here. I guess I'm going to cover up that dot no matter where I go. I guess I'll go this way, then I don't cover up the dot. And then I'm going to pop this Poppy Parade piece up with my dimensionals. Like so. Does that look alright right there? Looks like I might have it on crooked. I'm not over my... There we go. I'll leave it like that. And then I'm going to just lay this second Poppy Parade poking out the bottom. Poking out the bottom like that. And then I stamped from the, I believe it's the Many Messages, you know, that giant stamp that we have that has a whole bunch of message sentiments all over it, and then you get one big die to cut it out. That's what I used. And then I will put a dimensional on the back of this as well. And then I just inked up the message that I wanted, strategically laid the paper over just that set of words that I wanted, and then punched it out. So I punched it with the delightful, no it's not, it's a classic label punch. And so that's it for the inside, or for the outside. Now we can do the inside with that larger piece of paper that I gave you. So go ahead, I'm going to try and stamp off, oh geez, I'm getting gold everywhere. I'm going to try and stamp off on a random piece of paper, and then I'm going to come over on my inside piece, and I just want it, I'm going to not stamp off quite so hard on that one so that it's a little bit darker. And then we're going to come in with the full strength veins. I'm using the Poppy Parade just because it coordinates with the paper that we used. And then we can glue that to the inside. I got my cat coming down here crying because she's hungry and I haven't fed her yet. It's the theme tonight. Everybody's hungry. Alright, and then that completes our September paper pumpkin kit, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the projects that I came up with, and I'll post next month as soon as I get them ready. Well, actually we got to get the kit first, but then I'll post them as soon as I get them ready.